morning, Rashi. How are you doing today?
Hello, a very good morning to you, Swati ji. And I'm fine, fit as fiddle, fresh as flowers. And what about you? How are you today?
I am also doing great, and thank you so much for your concern. And Rashi, as we are meeting for the very first time, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, first of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And as you know, my name is Rashi Khandelwal. My roots are from Rajasthan, but currently I'm connecting to you from Gurgaon. And I am a homemaker, simultaneously have a YouTube channel, Learn English with Rashi. This is the name of my YouTube channel. And nowadays I am just working on my communication skill, my English journey. And if I talk about my qualifications, then I hold a master's degree in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I love to read books, little bit creative. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, very nice to hear from you that as a homemaker and you're also well qualified, and now you are working on your communication skill. So, Rashi,
Hmm.
can you tell us about your English learning journey? When did you first decide that you wanted to be fluent in English?
Yeah, I will answer your question definitely. But before that, I also want to know something about you. So could you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Yes, yes, definitely. As you know, my name is Swati and I'm from a very beautiful place, Jammu and Kashmir. I'm a homemaker, mother of one child. Talking about my hobbies, I love reading, listening to music, watching movie, and playing badminton. Apart from this, I also love to talk with people through these type of conversation
Hmm.
and learn from them as well. So that's a
Yeah.
little bit about me. Yes,
That's really amazing to hear about you. So, coming to your question, as you were asking about my journey when I decided to learn this language,
yes.
actually, as I mentioned, my roots are from Rajasthan, and I don't have that much surroundings in our families, like in my family, that there I can practice my English. And I was not so much aware at that time. But when after got married, when I moved to this city,
Mhm.
so here, the lifestyle is totally different from Rajasthan. So
Yes.
I feel that this is the proper place where I need to work on my English, because whenever I
Mhm.
visited any public place, at that time I feel that I am not so much confident to say something. And whenever I visited my husband's friends, and when they are just having their conversation in proper English, at that time I feel that I am fumbling. I'm not able to express myself very well. I'm not able to articulate my thoughts. So
Mhm.
then this idea came to my mind, and these kind of conversation videos on YouTube inspired me. And then this idea came to my mind: why should I not start my YouTube channel? Should I
Mhm.
try it? Then my husband supported me, and from last 1 year, I am doing these kind of things. So from days, I can say the shift from Rajasthan to Gurgaon has inspired me, and the support of my
Mhm.
husband. These all things are in the picture, which motivates me.
Very nice to hear from your journey. And 1 year ago, you started your journey, but now you are able to express yourself. You are able to articulate your thought in a good manner. And now you are very expressive in this language. And the
Yes,
way you talk, the way you express yourself, the way you communicate with people. And I also seen some of your video, and I really like the way you
thank you.
do the conversation with other
Yeah,
co-learner.
yeah. Nowadays, I am trying to be consistent in it, because
Yes.
consistency is a big concern for me.
Yes. Yes, consistency really very important and very play a very crucial role.
Yes.
Okay. So Rashi, if I ask you in the beginning, what was the biggest challenge or fear you faced while speaking English?
Okay.
Mhm.
So, in initial days, I feel the fear of judgment, the fear of self doubt, that what they will say when I will speak in English, if I will do any mistake, any grammatical mistake will be there. Maybe I will be not so much good in pronunciation of some specific words. So in initial days, these kind of things came in my mind, and these kind of negative thoughts were just with me.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
then be consistent in reading, or be consistent in practice by audio
Mhm.
calls or by video calls. It was a great challenge for me. So I
Mhm.
can say the grammar is also a little bit, I
Yeah.
have to complete it till now because I have not completed full grammar till now. So these things, I feel these things were challenges for me in the initial days.
Okay. So how did you overcome these challenges? What type of the practices you did or nowadays you are doing for the
Hmm.
improvement of your English?
Hmm. Actually, when I started my YouTube channel, so for some days I was not uploading these kind of conversations because I was not so much confident that I can upload by my own on my channel. So I started with shorts, like sharing some phrases, some idioms, some vocabularies, because these things I feel these are the short term videos and you have to shoot them and you can share them in Hindi also. So
Yes.
then when I had my conversations like with Sunita ma'am, with Rajni, and when I did like 2 to 3 conversations, then
Yes.
I started uploaded. And when I had this kind of conversation, then this belief came in me that no matter if I am doing any mistakes, nobody is going to judge me. First of all,
Yes.
I just have to speak. So the biggest thing is you have to start by your own. That
Mm.
if you are waiting for the perfect day, then that perfect day will never come. So
Yes.
that was a delusion which I have in initial days. And the other thing is I was in reading, and I increased the reading, conscious reading. I was reading, but I was not so much conscious in that time. So now, whenever I read, so I try to focus on some grammatical patterns. I try to focus on vocabularies also. So now I can say I'm not doing passive reading. I am doing active reading. So
Mhm.
this way, I am working on these things.
Okay. So Rashi, what kind of books nowadays you are reading for the improvement of your English or just you can
Uh,
share with us?
Yeah, definitely. I prefer self-care books especially. I am interested
Okay.
in, in the
Self-help
concept
book.
like, yeah, self-care
Mm.
books, self-help books, because these books gives you a lot of positive thoughts and that vibes, that courage that you can deal with anything. So that's why I love these kind of books.
Mm-hmm. So any your favorite book that you can recommend or your favorite book if you want to share with us? Self-help
Uh,
book and book?
If someone wants to just start reading, and
Mm.
if they have never tried reading, so they can start with Sudha Murthy's ma'am's book. They are not
Oh.
self-help books; they are
Mm.
just fiction books. But these her stories are so interesting that you will feel automatically that I have to read the next chapter. So you
Okay.
can start with her books, and then later on then find out the zone of your interest. And if I talk about my interest, then there are some books like The Magic. This book
Mm.
is totally about gratitude.
Okay.
And yeah, and nowadays I'm reading Gaur Gopal Das book. The title of the book is How to Energize Your Thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So these
Great.
two books are, I feel everyone should
Mm.
read.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. And could you please share with us the Sudha Murthy book, Sudha ma'am, no? Sudha
Uh,
Murthy book?
Actually, I have done only one book of her, and the title I am not able to recall because the story is about the lost temple, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm
Just
not able
share
to
me
recall.
after this conversation
Yeah,
through email. I will,
definitely.
I will add that title while
Okay, okay.
uploading this video.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes, don't able to remember the title of the
Yes.
story or yes, but
Hmm.
story we have already
Yeah,
in our
I
mind.
have all this whole story in my
Yes.
mind, but the title is no, I'm not able to recall that.
Yes. Sometimes it also happens with me.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So Rashi, do you think grammar is necessary for speaking fluent English, or can someone become fluent without focusing too much on grammar?
I can say grammar has its role, but it
Mhm.
comes secondary in the picture. First, you have to speak whatever you know. Because when a person is start for a spoken journey, so they don't have to start from zero because all the basic things like subject, verb, is, are, am, he, she, these things
Yes.
we have done in our school days and we are much aware about them. So
Mm.
when we start, what we have to do, we just have to assemble all those rules and regulations, whatever we have in our mind. Maybe in
Mm.
starting we will do mistakes. When
Yes.
at the point when you feel that now I am able to structure the sentence maybe in wrong pattern, then you will go for grammar, because then you have to rectify your mistakes whatever you are doing. Because on the first day if you will prefer grammar, then you will be confused, and it will be like a hodgepodge for you. What I have to do, you will become so what I can say, so choosy for everything. I mean,
Mm.
you want to choose every perfect structure of the sentences in the starting, so it is not possible for everyone.
Right.
So grammar comes, but when you are on that point that you can hold a conversation, you can talk only for 15 to 10 to 15 minutes maybe, then you can switch to grammar. And for spoken, there is no need to complete whole the topics of grammars, whatever we have done in our school days, because there are some specific topics like subject verb agreement is there,
Right.
tenses are there. So first try to complete these kind of things, then later on you can go with another topics like prepositions and articles. These are very much not so much important. You will learn them automatically when you are in reading or listening.
Mm. I totally agree with you that sometimes people were. So, Rashi, if I ask you, if a beginner wants to start speaking English today, so what are the first three steps you would suggest them?
I will say whatever you have in your mind, as much
Mm.
knowledge you have about this English, subject is different and the language is different. First of all, just keep this difference in your mind that you are going to learn a language. We treat English as a subject, but it is not a subject when you are learning it for speaking. So you are learning a language. So it will take time. And whatever you have in your mind, just start from one day.
Yes.
Then day by day you will repolish yourself, then day by day you will learn so many things. English speaking, your speaking will be the base of your journey, and then
Mm.
later on you can add on, you know, some fancy vocabularies, idioms, grammar. These I can say the basic structure of the building is your spoken from day one, and then you can do the interior, all
Yes.
those things by other things like
Mm.
grammar or vocabularies or fancy words, idioms, phrases. They will come later, but the first thing
Mm.
is you have to speak.
Yes, yes, definitely. I agree. I agree with you that. So,
Hmm.
Rashi, what are the most common mistake English learner make while trying to speak, according to you? What
Okay.
are the most common mistake?
What I
Mm.
feel is when a learner reach that point that they can hold a conversation, they can express themselves.
Mm.
So what I feel is they don't want to analyze themselves. They feel that now I am able. Doesn't matter I am doing grammatical mistakes or not, but it is not a correct way. If you want to become a fluent speaker, if you want to become a confident speaker, then you have to analyze yourself where you are lacking, and you have to rectify your mistakes, like your grammatical mistakes, like your sentence structure. So learning
Mm.
is something which will never end. Keep
Yes.
yourself in learning, because when you have that mindset and now I have done enough, then you
Mm.
stop learning.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I feel many learners are there, those you know, in videos I feel they are just same as they are from their initial days. They are not
Mm.
upgrading, or maybe they are not analyzing their conversations. That's why they are not correcting their mistakes.
Yes, definitely. I agree
Hmm.
with you that. So, Rashi, one more question I would like to ask you. Like,
Hmm.
many learners feel shy or afraid of making mistakes. So, what
Hmm.
advice would you give them? Would you
Uh,
like to give them?
okay, so here I just want to say,
Mm.
what happen if someone will judge you if you done
Yes.
any mistake, if you will not able to speak fluently? What happened? Nobody is going to kill you. Nobody is going
Yes.
to, you know, give a negative tag to you. People are here just to listen you. They will watch your video, or maybe if you are talking to someone in your personal life, on that moment you will be in front of them, and later on they will forget you. So
Mm.
if you are
Yes.
keeping this thought that people will judge me and I'm afraid of making mistakes, so you will never start.
Mm.
So please just keep side these kind of negative things and try to take a stand. If you are not comfortable by doing video calls, you can start from audio calls also. This is also a very very helpful thing which I feel every
Yes.
learner has this kind of feelings, and maybe some of them don't have that courage to go on video calls on the first day, so they can start from audio calls with your family members, with your friends, or with many applications we have in today's time, like CV application, Ace Fluency, Hello Talk is there. So
Right.
you can connect, and then you can speak there. You don't have to mention your name if you
Mm.
don't want
Right.
to, if you want to keep your name secret.
To you, Rashi. So, how important is listening practice for developing natural English speaking skills? Can you think listening is
uh,
also a crucial, play a
yeah,
crucial role?
listening have its vital role in our journey. But if I will say that only English, then only listening, then
Mm.
it will not give you so much result. With
Mm.
listening, you have to practice the mirror practice. You have to record yourself and listen it later, how you are whatever you are listening and how you are speaking, because there are so many things when we listen. So we are just listening that content, but the voice modulation is also there. If someone who is a keen observer, then they can observe where is the where you have to lower your volume, where you have to rise your volume, these kind of little things which we observe when we do active listening.
Right.
How they are doing their pronunciation, when they are pressing on some words, how they are using the connecting words, how they are using is there are any fancy words is also necessary, or they are just going with similar words. So it's depend
Mm.
on what kind of content you are listening. If you will go for native speakers, then what I feel is they reduce between the gap between the two words.
Mm.
Like I will say, do you want a cup of tea? And they will say it very faster. Do you want a cup of tea? Something like that.
Yes.
So with practice, it will come. So yeah, listening has its vital role, but when
Mm.
you do it actively.
Yes, yes. If you want to become a good speaker, so first you need to be a good listener as well. So
Yes,
yes,
yes.
listening also play a very crucial role. Just try to listen and how they are talking and
Hmm.
how they are, make the pace of that voice. Many
Yes.
things we can learn from listening. Pronunciation, we can correct our
Hmm.
pronunciation. Our voice modulation, we can work and try to speak like that. And after some time, we can make our own style of speaking.
Yes,
Yes,
it
definitely.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, whatever you are just following, just try to do those practices also. Like
Mm-hmm.
after listening, you should do your mirror practice, or maybe talk to yourself. If you don't
Yes.
want to do that mirror practice, just talk to yourself and record it on your phone, and then you can listen it later. Then you can analyze where I am just doing my pronunciation better, or there is a lag. So you can work upon that. In this
Mm-hmm.
way, everything plays a vital role. Listening, writing, reading, and speaking. These four are the pillars of this journey.
Right, right. I totally agree. And if I ask a hypothetical question, Rashi, like
Hmm.
if you could go back in time and give advice to your beginner self, so
Hmm.
what would you say to your younger self?
I will say to my younger self, why are you waiting for that perfect day? Because I
Mm.
have wasted so much time for that day of perfection. When a day will come, I just keep procrastinated. So I will say to my younger day that whatever you have, if you don't want to start for a long, for 1 hour or 2 hour, you can start for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. This will also create a role, because automatically you will feel that I want to do more and more. So
Right.
I just want to say, don't procrastinate, just do it, and do it without any pressure.
Yes, enjoy the process and
Enjoy
be
the
consistent.
process.
Be disciplined, be consistent. Very
Yes.
nice.